Hi guys and welcome back to yet another Magic Awakened season quest. We're gonna do a Shadow Unbound. But yeah, they are all flying about and it's mixed. Yeah, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff and Gryffindor. I was teleported here, but I'm supposed to go here. Okay. Chapter 1, Tracks of Malice. The commotion passes and the order returns to the castle. For now, everything seems peaceful. You chat with your friends, unaware of what lies ahead. Look at the size of it. After what happened on that tower, I never thought I'd get this close to Hebridean Black again, not without plummeting to my death. I'm amazed you're willing to go anywhere near one again, Robin. Thinking about you flying circles around the dragon makes my stomach turn. It was pretty brilliant, wasn't it?
That was brilliant!
You won't be getting attacked this time, at least not while balancing on the tower. The headmistress said this dragon was badly injured before it even hit the ground, like someone had already done something to it. Hagrid's been looking after it, and the other creatures stand up on the grounds. That explains why he's looked completely exhausted in class lately. I mean, he already has his hands full with magical creatures, and considering how big his hands are, that's saying something. Well, he's getting 3 extra pairs of hands, ours, that is. Headmistress McGonagall said we could help if we were willing.
This is just inconceivable!
I ran into her at the owlery earlier. She was sending yet another letter to the Department of Regulation and Control of Magical Creatures, as in though to investigate why the dragon and so many others appeared at once.
Let's see here.
I mentioned I wouldn't expect answers anytime soon, though, given what we know about the Ministry. Hogwarts might have better luck looking into it ourselves.
Wow!
Our own investigation? Where do I sign up?
It's a promise then.
She says something along the lines of letting people do their jobs, even when they are less than competent. It sounded suspiciously like a jab at the Ministry. She did suggest we help Hagrid when we can. Help care for a Hebridean Black? Say no more. I will cancel my plans. I don't even have. She also warned that Hagrid might not have the time to properly prepare for care of magical creatures class. We're meant to be understanding if lessons are temporarily less structured. Hard to imagine care of magical creatures getting even less structured than it already is.
Brilliant!
To make it more efficient, she suggested that helping care for the dragon and the other creatures could count as practical coursework. It will contribute towards our final grade. Grades or whatever. The real incentive is getting my hands on a dragon scale. I'd hang it on my broom for luck. Did you know the Bankery Bangers once tried to catch a Hebridean Black?
I'm sorry.
Pulling a scale of a Hebridean Black is extremely dangerous, Robin. You should be careful. I wouldn't mind earning extra credits in care of magical creatures without being maimed, but it does sound like this will take up a lot of time. Time we will need for other classes. And if I remember correctly, neither of you has finished your history of magic essay. That is an exceptionally depressing thing to say when we're about to come face to face with the dragon, Kev.
I've already got a rough idea of what I'm writing. It's just not quite taking shape yet. I'll pop into the library afterwards and look up a few things.
If you say so, just don't leave it too late. After Robin chases out of the Quidditch room, you immediately set off for Hagrid's hut. Along the way, however, you hear something unusual echoing. Okay, what is that? Is it Peeves? What? Oh god, more? What is happening? Oh, it's like cute small rabbits. Alright, how many transforming rabbits can fit inside one suit of armor, and where did they even come from? More importantly, why are they here? We are not far from the kitchens. Do you think they are after food? They don't look like they are from around here. Probably some of the ones that came along with the Hebridean Black. We should probably get them out of here before they knock over a suit of armor. Filch and Mrs. Norris will not be pleased.
Better bring them along before they run into Filch, or worse, Mrs. Norris.
The question is, how do we get them to trust us? Wait, Hagrid gave me some during the last Care of Magical Creature lesson. Maybe they will like it. Oh, it's a moon calf too. Oh god, and so many others. Yeah, they're drawn to my food. So many cute animals. Are they following me? Oh god. Phew, we should be safe here. Oh god. The heck is happening? Oh, there you are. Was just like a bit of help. Well, looked like I got lucky. Yeah, we already was planning on helping you. Thank you, really. I've been busy on the house elf before a feast. I'm preparing ourselves for the creatures. Could you fetch the herbs? I will get me golden out in the meantime. Hopefully it's not too dusty.
I've been looking forward to this.
Too dusty. Why am I... Okay. Of course, we will get right to it. That's a lot of herbs. Never thought I'd say this, but I don't think Hagrid can carry all of this on his
The
own.
3 of us can levitate the lot much quicker.
A levitation charm should do the trick. The 3 of us can levitate it. Yeah. Why is she saying some lines and some she doesn't? Wingardium Leviosa. Okay, we're moving them. That's a lot of creatures you're taking care of, Hagrid, and they're beady and black too. It's not... It's no easy task. Is something wrong with the dragon, Hagrid? Not exactly wrong, but Bree's been on the edge these past few days. A real goddess she is. Bree? The dragon, of course. Bree from Hebridean. Suits her, don't it? It's very Hagrid, yeah. Bree's sensitive one, really. All teeth and claws on the outside, but there's more going on underneath. Took me a good while to earn her trust. Then 3 days ago, something changed. All of a sudden, she got real upset. Anyone who comes near her now, even me, she starts growling. Won't let me feed her, won't let me tend her wounds neither. I don't know how she meant to recover like that.
Oh!
If Hagrid can't even get close, well, there goes my plan of getting her scaled today.
Let's see here.
That does sound strange. Do you think something might be going on that you haven't noticed? Maybe she just doesn't like the food here. She's far from home, after all. Oh, I made sure she got everything a Hebridean black water have. Proper balance means she wolfed them down too. Even took a bit of me finest aged whiskey.
I don't think I remember anymore.
I'm not sure about the last part, Hagrid. She took it well enough. Warmed it right up in this weather. Put a bit of strength back in her, he did. Drank every last drop. Until 3 days ago. Ever since then, she won't touch a thing. She just keeps herself all riled up. Reckon I ought to try cleaning her once again, see if she will let me today. How about the 3 of you come along? Maybe seeing some new faces will calm her down a bit. Okay. Man, he's walking fast. Yeah, that doesn't look good. Bleeding. There she is. Isn't she beautiful?
Aww.
I mean, I guess it depends on how you define beautiful, Hagrid. Hagrid, I know you're an expert when it comes to magical creatures, but are you sure it's safe to let her stay here without any kind of restraint? She's a proud one. Most dragons are. Trying to restrain them only makes things worse. I will take it slow. Nice and steady. She will know I'm not there to hurt her. Oh, Hagrid. Oof, easy there. Not today either. Huh?
Let's see here.
Yeah, maybe we're going about it the wrong way. What do we need to lower her guard first? Yeah, we need to discuss a plan.
Even so...
Maybe we could try to...
I think I've got it.
What if Bree doesn't need treatment yet, but comfort? What do you mean?
This is what I think happened.
She's far from home, surrounded by unfamiliar sights and smells. What if we give her something familiar? We could get a fur or feathers from the other creatures that came with her. Make something soothing. That's right, good thought, Kimberly. I've been combining a few of the creatures already, because the fur was getting all tangled. Plenty saved. Reckon Professor Slughorn might want some, but Bree comes first. Yes.
That was brilliant.
First try. Hey, she doesn't seem upset at all. Maybe it worked. You might be onto something, Timberly. Timberly, do you think I could be the one to apply the ointment? Just be careful, Robin. Don't rush it. Yeah, be careful now. Oh, Jesus. Ooh, nice save. God, that was bad. Ouch, what was that for? I didn't do anything, I swear. It's alright, Robin, we all saw it. You didn't do anything wrong. I'm just glad you're not hurt.
It's not like that.
Hagrid, Bree's been tense, but was she always this quick to turn? Has she ever reacted like that before? She's been on edge, but not like that, never like that. Maybe dragons and I just don't get along.
Hebridean Black to react like that?
Yeah, what are you thinking? A bit of blood on the wings, but nothing strange otherwise. Bree may be worn out, but the talisman was a clear warning. Okay. There's something odd here, a trace of unfamiliar magic.
Oh!
That's a mark of some sort, isn't it? From a witch or wizard? Maybe whoever handled her back home?
I'm telling you the truth.
I don't think our Breedian Black can be handled that easily, not even by the McFusty clan. I think I recognize part of this spellwork. Professor Flitwick went off on a bit of a tangent about something similar once. Something to do with
I
tracking.
think I've got it.
Tracking a magical creature? That sounds like poacher work. Wait, Professor Flitwick mentioned we could do something like this too. Tracking spells.
Footprints. Fresh ones.
They look big. Could they belong to another student? Someone curious about Bree?
I think I recognize
I
these
doubt any
footprints.
study would get past in this state without being hurt, and besides, the size and shape of them, I think I recognize these footprints. You're thinking of something or someone,
Footprints form a trail. It goes that way.
between the footprints and the mark of the breed, this doesn't feel like a coincidence. I think poachers have been on the ground. What? Poachers this close to the castle? That's
There's
really
no
bad.
time.
This isn't something we can ignore. We should tell the headmistress before it gets any worse.
Why?
Oh, Bree, poor girl, you must be terrified. I should have done more. Hagrid, we head back to the castle and... Hagrid? Hagrid should probably come with us. He can explain everything to Professor
That
McGonagall.
wasn't very nice.
He's too worried about Bree to leave her right now, and someone should probably stay with her, just in case the poachers come back.
There's no time.
If they do, we might be able to gather real evidence. You two go to the headmistress. I will follow the tracks before they disappear. Alright, we will be back as soon as we can. Just be careful out there, Kimberly. To be continued, but I have all the chapters out, so I'm just gonna continue recording. Your thoughts will linger on your companion's close call and the injured black dragon. Recent events blur together, hinting at far greater mystery. Uneasy, you press on, following the trail ahead. Chapter 2. Refugee of Fear. Refuge of fear, maybe. Hebridean black and thermal, creatures fleeing in all directions. Every disturbance feels connected. Guided by familiar tracks, you press on, not yet knowing they will carry you into the storm itself. Ooh, salamanders. What are those? Strange, it should be somewhere around here. Following the trail of footprints, you suddenly hear a noise behind you. As
So
you
it
turn...
is you, Kellen Carrion.
Oh,
You're... right. Shorin's little friend from Hogwarts. Seems my luck hasn't run out after all.
What's that supposed to mean? And why are you here? Did you do something to the Hebridean Black?
Bold, reckless, and far too full of questions for your own good. No wonder Shorin traded the old crowd for new company.
Shorin left your poaching ring because he couldn't stomach what you do to magical creatures. He chose a better path, and that took real courage.
If you say so. All I ever saw was a boy who ran away. Looks like he found someone else willing to speak for him.
Enough. Why were you at Hogwarts, Carrion? Another hunt?
Would've been nice, but no. I came to look for shelter. Not that you'd believe that.
You? Seeking shelter at Hogwarts? You expect me to believe that after everything you've done?
There it is. Quick to judge, just like Shorin.
Only because your reputation gives us plenty to judge, Carrion.
You hear that, Shorin? Your little friend here talks just like you used to.
oh come on.
You lying coward!
I prefer the word opportunist. And you did prove my point. Too easy to knock off balance, just like he was. Now then, you're taking me to your headmistress. I've got business with her.
What the heck? What do you mean? I'm taking you? Can't you go yourself?
Do you smell that? Smells like danger.
Really? I thought it was a rotting pumpkin.
Kellen Carrion? It was under a clear impression that your presence at Hogwarts was neither welcome nor permitted. I do not recall Hogwarts extending an invitation to you, Miss Karen. You will not do so in the future. Hogwarts always welcomes its friends, and regrettably you're not one of them. Timberly, what have you done to my student?
Nothing at all. Though, perhaps this makes us better acquainted. Enough to justify a small request from a friend.
Headmistress, don't listen to him. He's been lurking around Hogwarts and no one knows what he is up to.
Yeah. I surrender myself to Hogwarts. Breaking onto school grounds, taking a student hostage, poisoning the Hebridean Black. Pick whichever charge makes you happiest. Just take me into custody.
Huh? Poisoning the Hebridean Black? But no one did that.
Fine. Agitating it, then. Point is, you lot think I should be locked up. So, go on. Lock me up.
Hogwarts is a school, not a holding facility. If you truly wish to answer for your crimes, Mr. Carrion, the ministry would be far more suitable.
Come now. Surely you have a spare classroom. Or a dungeon you're not using.
You don't get to march into Hogwarts and make demands, Carrion. What do you think this place is?
Relax. What I think of your prestigious little school doesn't matter. What matters is the deal on the table. You hold me for a while and I tell you what I know about the creatures turning up. As well as why your Hebridean Black flashed out.
Very well, we will discuss your proposition in private, and I expect honesty, Mr. Carrion. I should warn you, I do not take kindly to being manipulated. For now, Timberly, your time would be better spent reassuring your friends. Miss Thistlethwaite and Miss Farrell are quite worried about you. Yes, Professor, I think you're right.
Huh?
I think Merlin, you're right, Timberly. I heard some rather unpleasant-looking man went to see the headmistress. Did you see him? There would be Kellen Carrion, a notorious poacher. But why were there two of you? I should have been more careful. I let my guard down. We should have come with you.
I'm fine.
I'm fine, really.
Really? But thanks for worrying, Robin.
Still, going after him alone was a bit reckless. Next time tell us. We're supposed to be in this together. Oh, come on. Heroes always dash off alone, like that witch in A History of Magic. Traveling to marches and forests and having all these adventures. What was her name again? The witch you dreamed about while snoring on your textbook doesn't count. Proper heroes don't have to do everything alone. They just know when to stand their ground and when to accept help. Wait, that wasn't in the book? Then my whole outline is... Please don't tell me your entire essay is based on a dream. But the topic is just ridiculous. Heroic traits in British medical history, and you won't even let me write down a winning at Quidditch as one of them? Because it's not a heroic trait. Well, if they can't win at least one match, they're not heroes in my book. Right, Timberly? Timberly?
Sorry, I was just thinking about Carrion.
Ah.
What about him? What actually
He
happened?
confessed far too quickly to something he didn't even do. He claimed he'd poisoned the dragon, when there wasn't any poison at all.
Ah.
Maybe that was his plan. Poison the dragon, lure all the creatures here, then pick them off with his ring in the
Then
forest.
why was he alone? No one's seen a single poacher besides him.
Ah.
Maybe the rest couldn't get past Professor McGonagall's wards. She's rather formidable after all. What you doing, Robin? What? Wait, is that? Ta-da! An extendable ear, straight from Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. If heroes want answers, stick on, listen for them. Robin, put that away before Filch sees you. I'm fairly sure those are banned, at least during lessons. No hero listens to Filch rules. Come on, Timberly, let's go find out what they're talking about. Well, looks like Robin and I are off to be heroes. What about you, Kevin? Fine, but I will have you both know I'm regretting this already. There he is. It's Filch. What do we do? I guess we're running down here. Why did they like run towards Filch? I'm confused. No. As I have said, Mr. Carrion, Hogwarts is a school, not a refuge for the morally compromised. Harboring you would place our students at risk.
I'm not asking to be protected forever. Just a chance. Until things settle down. I'm in no position to harm anyone now. You can spare one unused classroom, surely. Fine. I'll swear an unbreakable vow not to harm a single student while I'm here.
What? Handing over this wand is extreme, even for Carrion. I've heard more about you than I ever wished to, Mr. Carrion. However, unfortunate your circumstances may be, I cannot make this decision as headmistress. My duty is first and always to the safety of my students and staff. Allowing you to remain here would be a failure of that duty. It is an unnecessary risk.
Risk? I was under the impression that the headmistress of Hogwarts was not afraid of risks. Why did you not weigh them when you took in Longshoren? Wait. Long. Ask him. Bring him here, now. He'll confirm everything. He's the only one who understands the value and the danger of the list I'm carrying. This isn't just about me.
Oh, what the heck? Why Sharon? What is he afraid of or trying to hide? If your information is truly as urgent as you claim, the Ministry of Magic is precisely where you should go. They are equipped to offer you protection. They have established procedures to assess intelligence of this nature and to grant sanctuary when warranted.
The Ministry? No. No. Send me there, and you might as well kill me yourself. Don't you understand? They'll be waiting for me. Right at the gates. In their offices. In their polished suits.
I'm sorry, Mr. Carrion, but I cannot help you. But is he overreacting or is something seriously wrong within the Ministry? Footsteps. Someone's heading this way. I should leave. Kev can't hold Filch off much longer. Okay. You recount what you overheard to your friends. It concerns that the entire British wizarding world. You certainly said that? If it's that important, I don't get why the headmistress can't just tuck him into a classroom. Preferably the history or magic one, then I wouldn't have to hand in the essay.
Yeah, her priority has always been the safety of the school. Students, staff, everyone.
But he offered an unbreakable vow.
Mm-mm.
Even so, sheltering him could damage Hogwarts' reputation for years, and if word got out that she kept a poacher on the grounds...
Exactly. Hogwarts means a lot to her. Once she agrees to hide one dangerous person, where does she draw the line?
Now that the headmistress has shut him down, that should be the end of it, right? Honestly, Quidditch is so much simpler than all this. Speaking of which, I've got a practice in 10 minutes.
Aww.
I will walk you to the pitch.
Haha.
You sure you're right, Kimberly? You look worn out. A quick nap before dinner might do you
Yeah,
good.
maybe I will. See you both at dinner.
Am I dreaming? Wait, what? Karen, I should have known you wouldn't slink off quietly.
Awake already? You're tougher than you look.
And I suppose you are relieved the headmistress did not let you swear on your family's name.
So you heard. So you should understand. If your headmistress had agreed to one simple request, I wouldn't be hiding in this rotten shack or dealing with you like this.
What exactly is he hiding from?
Sounds like your discussion with the headmistress didn't go the way you hoped.
She just kept talking in circles. Tried to push me toward the ministry. I'd have to be an idiot to walk into that trap. But we can make your headmistress listen. And by we, I mean you. With you here, she'll have to cooperate.
If you want her help, threatening a student is the stupidest way to get it. She doesn't negotiate with anyone who endangers Hogwarts.
There's nowhere else they won't sniff out. Nowhere. How long before she tracks me here? There has to be a way. Shorin managed it, didn't he? If he could get Hogwarts on his side, then why can't I? And I've got a Hogwarts student right here. Look at you, all bright-eyed.
He's lost it. His obsession with Hogwarts is the only thing he's clinging to, which means he might be the only thing I can use. But Merlin, I think I've just pushed him too
Help
far.
me, and you lose your last hope of Hogwarts helping you. Even poachers know better than to break their own leverage.
And you're not just a poacher anymore, are you? You have taken a student that makes you a kidnapper. Someone who could cross a line you can't come back from. No, don't go and sit down. I meant for you to talk to him. Come on, Kimberly. I didn't mean it like that. I'm not saying that's who you are. I can still help you.
What did you mean then? That someone like me deserves Azkaban without question? That a person's past damns them forever?
It's really weird that he changed between his voice lines, like 2 different voice actors. Pick one. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I was just scared. Fear has a way of taking control when danger closes in. It makes people say things they don't mean. Maybe it's doing the same to you, Mr. Karen. I meant it when I said I could still help.
But first, you tell me who you're running from. What could possibly scare the great Kellen Carrion? Or you could untie me, and I could try talking to the headmistress for you.
How is it that no one's come looking for you yet? Don't they care what happens to their precious student?
Huh?
What are you talking about?
I thought they'd be watching you. Closely. After all, you were just kidnapped by a poacher. Hogwarts is not what it used to be. Funny thing, though. Shorin and I walked the same path. Yet Hogwarts welcomed him with open arms, and looks at me like filth on its boots. What makes him so different?
I can get in touch with Shogun for you too, if that's what you want. You do mention him an awful lot for someone who claims to despise him.
So you've kept contact with him, huh? Figures.
I'll try, but only if you tell me what you're running from. You're running out of options, Carrion.
Trying to threaten a poacher now. You ought to think twice about that, given your current situation.
Maybe so, but I'm still your only chance of getting a message to the headmistress or showrun. Ah!
And right now, I'm the only person willing to listen and the only one willing to help you. Making an enemy of the entire world or accepting one temporary ally. That shouldn't be a difficult choice.
Don't try to turn this around. You were just...
I was thinking about something else just now. I was thinking, if I help you, if you gain Hogwarts protection, what happens next? What happens to me? Hogwarts is already sheltering a great many magical creatures. Professor McGonagall has asked the Ministry for assistance. If at a moment like this it were discovered that Hogwarts was hiding a poacher, the first question would be simple: who brought him inside? You understand what that means, Mr. Carrion? The moment I help you in some sense, I'm on the same boat as you. I'm not standing on the shore, waiting to watch you fail.
the same boat. You're McGonagall's precious student. If anyone comes looking, you'll be protected. I'm the only one who'll pay the price.
Perhaps, but even Professor McGonagall might not expect her precious student to be kidnapped twice in a single day. Mr. Carrion, I'm not doing this just to help you, I'm doing it to protect myself as well. Right now, I'm the only one who can help you. If you don't trust me, you can end me here and now, but then you lose the only hope you have left. As long as I'm alive, you still have a chance to obtain the protection you want. So don't throw that chance away because of something I said without thinking.
You're calling me impulsive?
I'm saying I spoke without thinking. Your anxious now was understandable. If I were on the run, hunted and cornered, and someone safe started talking to me like that, I'd probably want to strangle them too.
Fine. I'll let that one go. Just think before you speak next time.
Fine. I'll untie you so you can send a letter. But if you run, I'll drop you before you touch the door.
Calm down. A cute little owl. Hello. He's too rattled to notice the letter isn't addressed to Shorn at all, but to the headmistress.
There, I've kept my end of the deal. Your turn. Why did you come to Hogwarts? And what exactly are you running from?
I never agreed to any deal. And I'm not telling you a word. If she finds out I've spoken... No, she'll find us. Neither of us will get out alive.
Look, freaking out won't help either of us. Once we get a reply, we'll know what to do next. And we're close to Hogwarts, so no one's bursting through that door this second. Just try to breathe, alright? You look exhausted. Why don't you sit for a moment? It might help. You'll need your strength later.
You're right. I do. Not that it matters. She's already after me. She can smell fear, that woman. Did you hear that? Is someone outside? Footsteps?
It's just the wind, or the mice under the floorboards. No one comes here anymore. Well, almost no one. You're safe for now. Huh?
Yeah, our werewolf friend goes here, right? I need him steady until the letter reaches someone or until I can think of a way out. For now, I should just keep him talking. A battered travel bag worn from constant use. Inside are tools I've never seen before, oddly shaped but meticulously maintained. That is a Hogwarts exposure notice. Okay, Mr. Callan M. Carrion. It has been determined that your conduct has exceeded the limits of what Hogwarts School of Witchcraft, as well as the limited money can tolerate. Effective from the moment this notice to deliver, you expelled from Hogwarts on all recognized as student. Okay. Your wand will be destroyed under the supervision, okay? Yeah, you're not... okay. Damn.
Huh?
Someone scribbled something on it too. Hogwarts was never enough for me. Sounds awfully sure of himself as someone who was expelled.
I thought Hogwarts taught its students some manners.
Yeah, I'm checking your stuff. Deal with it. contract, joint transfiguration research between poachers and Linus Dytrop. Most of the details are smudged beyond recognition.
That's well above your station. Curiosity kills the Kneasel, you know.
Oh, really? Then proceeds as planned with receiving the magical creatures. As for the minor obstacle you mentioned, I trust you will handle them. Awaiting you good news. Fishlock. A letter. The handwriting is rushed and scratched out. Whoever carrying row 2, it definitely should see his
Playing
mind.
detective now? You're wasting your time.
No, I'm not. I'm collecting lore, okay? This is from a while ago. The headlines are missing persons list from London. Some of the names are crossed out.
People disappear every day. Crossing out a few names doesn't mean anything.
Well, it does. It means they're dead or they are not missing anymore. This bell seems uncharted. Probably rings when someone comes close.
Be grateful it's silent. That's good news for both of us.
Okay. I recognize the hefty spine anywhere. A history of magic, and someone's written the initial KMC inside the cover. History Magic by Batilde Bagshot.
Put that down.
Sorry, I didn't mean to drop
It's more
it.
precious than you know, kid.
It's from a long time ago, isn't it? But it's in such good shape.
None of your business. Just something I read to pass the time.
The pages are worn from frequent use. Carrie must have read this often. If there's way into his head, he might be hiding in these pages.
I've been working on a history of magic essay lately. Not exactly the most exhilarating subject. For me, anyway. I'm starting to think means yes in Ken and Carrion speak. I saw lots of notes inside. Whoever owned this read it front to back more than once.
Books will only take you so far, kid. Some creatures, dragons especially, are history in the flesh. No scribes twisting the truth. No gaps in the record. Doesn't mean you toss out the textbooks, though. You need both.
That's actually a great point. Might help with my essay. And I do know a little about dragons.
You'd learn a lot more if you stuck with me. If we get out of this mess alive, everything Shorin picked up from me, I'd teach you too. Maybe even more.
Why is he friendly all of a sudden? It's so weird.
If only I'd been as sharp at your age. But I suppose.
What's done is done.
While we wait, tell me about that essay of yours. What's the topic? Why not? We've time to fill, and I'm not too fond of silence.
Heroic traits in British magical history.
Heroic traits, huh? They're not just for heroes, you know. Still, more interesting than what we had back in the day. Of course, I went to Hogwarts. Ravenclaw. Never graduated, though. Funny how people always picture poachers as dull brutes, when even your celebrated dragonologist once stood on the same side of the fence as me. But, do you see me differently now that you know I went to Hogwarts? Don't. Even if I were given another chance, I wouldn't choose a different life.
Shouldn't someone try to better themselves if they do get another chance?
Kids these days. All that idealism. You're just like Shorin.
I don't know, Mr. Carrion. The notes in this book seem to agree with me. We have to learn from history and reflect on our failures, so the next generation can go further than we did. It doesn't matter if our names end up in textbooks, though it wouldn't hurt. Every witch and wizard carries both light and darkness in them. What matters is choosing which side of ourselves we leave to history.
Enough.
You still haven't told me who's after you. And it's not your gang. We haven't seen a single other poacher.
Where?
So, something else happened. Something bigger. Maybe someone turned your people against you. For someone to turn the entire ring against you and have the reach to hunt you this far, whoever it is must be very powerful. Maybe someone from the...
Finally getting it, kid. Now you see why I'm not throwing myself at the Ministry's feet. Hogwarts is the only place strong enough to block their reach. So tell me, kid, now that you know what I'm up against, would your precious school ever work with a poacher like me? Shh! Someone's here.
Even so,
Who would find us at the Shrieking Shack this quickly?
Someone capable, powerful, and absolutely merciless. Put that away. You'll only slow me down. Here, take the bookmark and get into that cabinet. Don't come out until I open the door. And when you do, use the bookmark however you think best.
What do you mean?
Kid, I don't think I ever caught your name.
let's see here.
Timberly, Mr. Carrion.
If we make it out of this, maybe you can show me that essay of yours when it's done.
There she is. Sarah Fishlock.
Merlin's beard!
Is Sarah Fishlock looking for Carrion? Jesus.
I see you.
Oh, creepy. The words in the refuge sound sincere, yet you cannot tell if this is another scheme. You sense there's more to the truth and more danger to come. Ooh. That was a good scene, actually. I guess he died, right? That was the... yeah. Chapter 3, Veil of Doubt.
Aww.
Thank Merlin, you're right, Timberley. I've been worried sick.
I'm perfectly fine, Robin. Thanks for coming, both of you.
Aww.
If we hadn't left you on your own, maybe none of this would have happened. Being taken by Carrion and all. Good to see you in one piece, Timberley. Robin's been feeling guilty ever since we left you alone that day. I don't know what I'd do if something actually happened to you.
Well, nothing happened. So cheer up, Robin.
Good thing you managed to slip that letter to the headmistress. She went looking for you the moment she got it. If she'd been any later...
Huh?
Timberley, are you right? Does it hurt
What are
anywhere?
you talking about, Robin? Miss Fishlock is the one who saved me.
Did you hit your head? Madame Pomfrey didn't say anything about that. So you did say you were under a lot of stress. Maybe you're just a bit muddled still. What the heck? Has she confounded us? Used a confounded charm or something?
Quiet. And Langlock.
Oh god. Yeah, we just saw this.
What are you doing here, Fishlock?
And now we get to see what they are saying.
I'm here at the headmistress's request. Please, Carrion, give up the poaching trade and release the student.
And why would I ever do that?
Because your schemes have already failed. You can't fight the entire wizarding world by yourself.
Failed? Hardly. As long as I've got a Hogwarts student tucked away somewhere, someone will listen. One way or another, she'll bend.
Carrion, I didn't want it to come to this.
Oh. Is he dead? Didn't look like she used a killing curse now.
Thank goodness you're all right.
Feels altered. What did you say saved you from carrying again, Timberley? Just to be
Miss
sure.
Fishlock, like I said a million times. If not for her, I wouldn't be here now. Huh?
Why is Timberley saying that? The headmistress was the one who found them. What does any of this have to do with Sarah Fishlock? Something's definitely off, and Sarah Fishlock was suspicious long before this.
Let's see here.
Hey, what are you two plotting over there? Do you remember seeing Sarah Fishlock before the carrion incident, Timberley? You know, when she tried to set the fire and hurt the centaurs and the creatures?
Ugh.
And ruined half the Quidditch pitch? We couldn't train for a whole month.
This is what I think happened.
Right, she did cause a bit of a trouble at Hogwarts before. Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely...
Zara Fishlock is right. Do not doubt her.
I do remember, but that has to be a misunderstanding. Miss Fishlock must have had her reasons.
Then tell me what reason she had for keeping you in the hospital wing for an entire
Being
week.
forgetful isn't always
I'm
a bad
fine now,
thing.
Robin.
But I did see her trying to talk sense into Carrion.
Sarah Fishlock, you're joking, right? Timberley, snap out of it.
Why are you so distrusting of Miss Fishlock, Robin? What do you have against her?
What do I? It feels like she fed you an entire bottle of Hortensia. That's the only explanation how you're acting right now. Alright, deep breaths, both of you. Let's not turn this conversation into a duel.
Makes sense.
Exactly what Kevin said, no point fighting about this. It's her, she's done something to you, I swear I will prove it, and I will make sure you see what she really is. Robin just worried about you, Timberley. Please don't take it personally.
I get that, but she really needs to stop judging Miss Fishlock, who literally saved my life.
Before you start, Kev, I'm not apologizing to Timberley, not when I'm the right one.
Uh-oh.
I wasn't going to say that. This is harder than an essay I've ever written. I can't quite explain it, but something just feels different about you. Just thought you should know. I feel it too, and Dumbledore sunset, right? I just wish Robin would...
Robin would stop picking fights with me over this.
Excuse me, sorry. Could you point me toward the headmistress's office?
Miss Fishlock, what brings you to Hogwarts today?
Ministry business. Just a quick word with Headmistress McGonagall. You look far better than the state I found you in.
I'm feeling much better now. Thank you again, Miss Fishlock, for everything.
Think nothing of it. Though, you looked troubled just now. Something on your mind?
Well, it actually has to do with you. One of my friends doesn't quite approve of some of the things you've done.
And that is perfectly fine. Approval was never the aim. Only results matter. That includes saving you.
Even so, that's just how things are sometimes.
Thank you, Miss Fishlock, for listening to me. I feel much lighter now. You always have a way of making things feel certain.
This was lying beside you when I found you. I assumed it was yours?
Let's see here.
Wait, this isn't my book, but these notes are way clearer than the lectures. I could definitely get an O with this. Maybe I will just hang on to it for a bit.
I suppose I'll need it for my essay.
I had a look through your notes. Very interesting ideas. And such a lovely bookmark, too. So much for your feeble attempts, Carrion. A pity they came to nothing.
Hello, the little one. Why are they running away from me? I think I recognize you. Hey, where are you going? The heck? Here comes Hagrid with his invisible lantern.
Let's see here.
What's wrong? Don't you recognize me?
Please.
Hey, it's me. I pay him no mind, typically. Critters have all been a bit on edge lately. Lots of strangers wandering about these days.
I never thought this would happen.
Strangers? Aye, ministry folk. They've told the minister there's a witch coming to take every beast we'll be caring for. Says she will put them in some new habitat they're building, wherever that is.
Why not return them to their own habitats? Why build a new one? Where even is it?
Oh.
It's the same, but I saw a fish log. She took the whole department for the regulation and control of magical creatures into it. Even Professor McGonagall couldn't sway him.
Miss Fishlock? I'm sure everything will be fine, Hagrid. She'll take good care of them.
Take care of him? What you're talking about, Emily? She's one of the poachers we saw with our own eyes in the forest.
Well, if the ministry thinks it's fine, then it probably is.
Oh.
You'd never say a thing like that before, Timberly. What's happened to
I
you?
don't think I remember anymore.
And something happened to me, it does feel like something else.
You are perfectly fine. There is nothing to question.
It's not like that.
Perfectly fine.
Robin, would you like to work on the history of magic essay together?
Fine, as long as you stop going on about Starfish Log for an hour or two.
Why should I? Just because you don't agree with some of the things she's done? Right. Looks like it's just me and the essay today.
And we're gonna sit alone in the classroom? Okay. You look troubled, child. I suspect this is not the only thing weighing on you.
Sorry, Professor Dumbledore. My mind wandered. Robin was looking forward to writing this essay with me, but things have happened lately, and now everything feels a bit muddled.
Ooh, gossip. As it happens, I've just awakened from a nap and find myself quite ready to listen. If you would indulge an old man's curiosity.
My friends and I see someone very differently. They think she's dangerous, but suddenly I'm trying to understand her reasons, perhaps even respect her.
Wow.
It seems you and your friends are looking at the same witch, yet somehow seeing entirely different people.
I know she's done wrong before, but anyone can make mistakes, can't they?
Indeed. Alas, I made more than my fair share when I was young.
And because she saved me, I started thinking she might not be as bad as everyone says. Maybe not good exactly, but I feel I should be grateful. Aww.
And my heart keeps telling me the same. Tell me, have you ever watched a Muggle magician perform? Yes.
I have, Professor. Some of their tricks look mind-blowing. To Muggles, at least.
Wow.
Muggle magicians delight the audience not because the illusions are true, but because for a heartbeat, the audience wants to believe what is set before them.
I suppose the tricks rely on speed, and on letting people assume they're seeing what they expect to see.
Precisely. I rather enjoy them myself. One of my old friends found them dreadfully dull, yet they still accompany me from time to time.
So, he enjoyed your company enough to sit through something he didn't care for?
Perhaps that was it, or perhaps he understood the companionship matters more than a performance. Miss Thistlethwaite seems to have a similar quality. She was quite looking forward to writing the essay with you. I suppose she was. This is a history of magic essay, of all things. I once said, perhaps at a rather grand occasion, that we are only as strong as we are united and as weak as we are divided.
I think I've got it.
Thank you, Professor Dumbledore. I think I know what I need to do. I need to find Robin. Now. Okay, let's do that. But what is this? Mr. Wood. Okay, let's find Robin.
Merlin's beard.
Robin, can we talk for a... Wait, what are you two doing?
Come
Oh
on,
no,
come on,
it's
come on.
Timberly. Have a quake. Get as many of them into the trees as you can. I'm trying.
Are you pushing the creatures out of their shelters and into the forest?
Robin heard the ministry coming in 3 days to hand all the Hogwarts creatures over to Sarah Fishlock. So she thought if the creatures hide in center territory, maybe they won't step foot in there.
Oh, come on!
There was supposed to be a secret, Kev.
This isn't the right way. If you want to stop the transfer, you need solid proof, and not secret tricks behind everyone's back.
And if I had better options, don't you think I'd be risking detention doing this? I'm trying to believe someone has to.
I didn't expect to find students meddling with the creatures.
Ms. Fishlock truly has remarkable foresight, stationing us here in advance.
Merlin's beard.
You're just doing your dirty work. Get off Hogwarts grounds.
I'd be curious what your headmistress would make of this. Students moving creatures in secret. That's bound to be breaking a rule or two.
Watch your tone. We're here on Miss Fishlock's orders to protect these creatures until the handover.
You're just doing your dirty work. Get off Hogwarts grounds, she says once again. Is our Fishlock really protecting creatures, though, or simply protecting our plan?
Curiosity is a dangerous habit. Best break it while you're young.
I don't care how many of you there are, I won't back down. You're not taking these creatures, and you're certainly not hurting my friends.
If you won't listen, we'll have to handle this another way.
We're gonna battle. Oh. Wicked dragon came and help us. Ooh. No. Poor creatures, to be continued. The pain in your friends' anxious faces fades into the distance. All that remains. Yeah, what is remaining? Chapter 4. Proof of courage. Fire in the forest unexpectedly rekindles a glimmer of light in your restless heart. A crime committed in broad daylight awaits your intervention. Quick, wake up. Oh, that's a good art piece. Good picture. I think this is good for people who don't play the scenes as like on each other like this. Wait, or are they showing the same scene in a different light? She did kill him.
Merlin's beard.
There's nowhere to run. What do I do? Just
Kidnapping
stay
a
still.
Hogwarts student? That's bold, even for him.
This is just inconceivable.
She isn't doing anything. Why?
Ending your life would be the tidiest option, of course. But killing a Hogwarts student, crossing Minerva McGonagall, would be needlessly incautious. Perhaps there's room for something a touch more interesting. A different kind of solution.
What is she planning? It's been 3 days. Why is Timberly still out?
Aww.
This is all my fault. If I hadn't pushed to move the creatures into the forest, we would have run into those. We wouldn't have run into those bushes, and none of this would have happened. It is rather strange. Madame Pomfrey said the injuries healed days ago. There is no medical reason for Timberly to still be unconscious. Robin, what if this isn't physical? If Sarah Fishlock used Imperious curse... Oh yeah, Imperio, not Confundus. That would explain the strange behavior earlier. The coma could be a side effect. Yeah, I should have realized something was wrong sooner.
Oh.
And I kept arguing with you instead. What kind of friend does that? Timberly, just wake up, alright?
Zora Fishlock! She killed Kellen Carrion!
Jesus, that's abrupt.
Yeah!
You're awake, you're actually awake, thank
That was
Merlin.
brilliant!
Yeah, I'm back. Whatever Fishlock it broke while we were in the forest. If that hadn't happened, I might still be stuck under her spell. So what exactly happened that day?
Carrion came to Hogwarts because he was running from Zora Fishlock. She was trying to silence him. He grabbed me because he thought Professor McGonagall would protect him if he had a student hostage.
Well, why didn't you just go to the ministry? Because Zora might have people in the ministry. That would make sense.
Exactly. Hogwarts was the only neutral ground he trusted. After she killed him, she meant to kill me too, and blame it all on him. But instead, she cast Imperio at me. But that doesn't matter right now. We can't let her take the creatures in the forest. We need to find the headmistress, now. Oh.
But I heard Karen isn't actually dead.
Huh?
He isn't? It's true. Professor McGonagall said he still had a faint pulse when they found you. He's at St. Mungus. They don't think he will ever awake, but he's alive.
I never thought this would happen.
He's alive. I'm glad. Even if things were complicated. This more, we might not be able to stop anything anymore. Zora Fishlock is taking the creatures right now.
No!
Wait, you've been out for 3 days? Oh no, today's the
Merlin's
exchange.
beard.
What?
That was terrible.
Then we can't be sitting here doing nothing. Let's stop her now. Yeah, the book is still there in the moon cove. Sorry, you can't go any further, not right now. Hagrid, we have to. We need to speak to the headmistress at once. You can do it after the ceremony. I'm not any happier about this than you, but the ministry lot are already here. Procedures and all that.
Hagrid, you cannot hand the creatures to Zora Fishlock. This is all her scheme.
Timberly, I thought you were... Well, never mind that now.
Oh, come on!
Please, Hagrid, let us through. You know she's up to something. We cannot just stand there and watch this happen.
Expect a clear and truthful
Timberly,
account
students are
of
not
what
meant
has
to be
occurred.
present here.
Oh, surely it does no harm, dear Minerva. On an occasion of such significance, perhaps it is beneficial for students to witness it.
You are free to question my
Miss
judgment.
Fishlock, this is
Student
Hogwarts.
safety, however, is
The
not
conduct of my
negotiable.
student is my responsibility. Professor, this concerns the creatures currently under the school's protection.
Honestly, I expected better judgment
I
from
understand
you.
that you've grown attached to them. However, they must eventually return to habitats suited to their nature.
Indeed. They will be escorted by a ministry-appointed specialist in magical creatures, namely, myself.
That remark was
Miss
entirely
Fishlock,
out
I
of
must remind you
order.
that the ministry has entrusted you with escorting these creatures back to their native habitat in the Hebrides, not with taking them at your discretion.
In practical terms, Minerva, the distinction is negligible. You need only hand them over, and the matter concludes most amicably.
Headmistress, you cannot give the creatures to them. Zora Fishlock is the reason the creatures came here at all. And she tried to kill Kellen Carrion.
My dear, Callum Carrion is a notorious poacher. In attempting to subdue him, I may have miscalculated. That is a hardly attempted murder.
She didn't just subdue him, she tried to kill him without due process. And to cover it up, she even cast Imperio on me.
The Imperious Curse? Oh, that is a grave allegation. One capable of destroying the career of an innocent public servant. Someone like myself.
Hogwarts does not
That
tolerate
is indeed a
bound
grave
to
allegation, which is precisely why, until I ascertain the truth, I expect you want to remain entirely still, Miss
Do you
Fishlock.
have even a thread of evidence? I must admit, I am disappointed. I thought you had potential.
Ah, I trust I am not too late. My apologies. An unfortunate complication required discreet attention before I could attend.
Archibald Eagleton. Huh. Cool character. Hey! Oh, come on. Vad stod det?
Monster book. Fully honest. Standard book of spells. Transfiguration spells. Atmosphere charm.
I'll take it. Leave it to me.
Lependa. Ventus.
Crucio!
Deathy.
Sorry, I let you down.
Fantastic Beast suitcase. Monster book. Expelliarmus.
I'm always all right then. Let me work together. All right, everyone. We're in this together now.
Standard book
That's not
of
how you play
spells.
wizard's chess.
Mimbulus nimbus litotum locomotor. Expecto Patronum. Troll. Death Eater. Monster book. Expelliarmus. Ventus. Glacius Maxima.
Oh my god.
Standard book of spells. Monster book. Fame flyer. Headless hunt. Jiawu. Dessert master. Expelliarmus.
Crucio!
This will be easy.
Glacius Maxima.
God.
Death Eater. Monster book. Ventus. Expelliarmus.
Do you know who my father is?
Glacius Maxima.
Freaking evaporate as soon as it hits.
Monster book. Ventus. Expelliarmus. Standard book of spells. Orb of water. Peeves. Flu network. Gubrathian fire. Glacius Maxima. Death Eater.
Crucio!
Oh my god. She's really hard to fight.
Monster book.
Holy crap. Come on, Monster Book. Eat her.
Expelliarmus.
Oh. That was too close. I like that it was challenging though. It's been a long time since a story battle has been challenging.
Shh. Someone
Who'd find us at the Shrieking Shack this quickly?
capable. Put that away. You'll only slow me down here. And when you do, use the bookmark however you think best.
Am I gonna use the bookmark
Kid,
now?
I don't think I ever caught your name.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
If
Wow!
That's our fish log. I thought she was part of
you've
Carrion's
taken
ring.
over the entire ring. Every last one of them works for you now. I've got nothing left. No leverage, no people. So why don't you leave me alone?
Am I not allowed to check in on an old colleague? See how he's faring these days?
We have seen this scene
If this
so
is your idea
many
of checking
different
in,
ways
you
now.
can spare the effort. You've had your look. Now leave.
My. So eager to see me gone. One might almost think my presence unsettles you.
Don't flatter yourself. I simply know a finished game when I see one.
So that's why Sword Hawkers for protection. The poachers are at war among
A
themselves.
finished game. That's the line Kellyn Carrion resorts to now.
If you're done picking through the scraps, let me leave with what little dignity I've got left. That's the most either of us stands to gain.
Your instincts have grown dull if you think I'm the sort to leave loose ends wandering about.
Croon, dull. What happened with the Hebridean Black and the creatures had nothing to do with my instincts failing. It was you who set me up. None of this would have happened if it weren't for you.
Irrelevant now. They'll all be recaptured in due course. I have more pressing work to attend to.
You mean your charming little project with Linus Dytrope? The one where you tried turning humans into creatures?
And what exactly have you convinced yourself you know?
Not much. Only that the Ministry's missing persons list keeps growing. Who was on it again? Aldrich Hilston, Theodore Wood, Peregrine Shadwell. Let me guess. Are they on display in one of those underground creature markets?
Then you understand my dilemma. I can't let you leave with secrets like that rattling in your pockets.
My pocket and lips can stay sealed. I'm sure we can reach some sort of...
If only that were true. But in my experience, the dead are the only ones who keep a secret.
So why didn't you use the killing curse on him?
If your plan places students at risk, I will oppose it.
Miss Fishlock. Miss Fishlock, I warned you, you will not lay a finger or a spell on my student in my presence.
Now, Minerva. Have a little faith in yourself, and in this castle. In your presence, I doubt anyone would dare threaten a student's safety so openly. Well then, since I have arrived, I suggest we proceed with the transfer of the creatures.
That's just not right.
No, you can't. You can't hand them over.
Ah!
Timberly, are you quite yourself?
Please.
Professor, please, you can't hand the creatures to Sarah Fishlock.
Regardless of whom the accusation concerns, interrupting an official transfer requires substantive evidence. Without proof of that caliber, halting the ceremony would be highly irregular. Of course, should you produce convincing evidence, we would be more than willing to review the legality of these proceedings.
We do not abandon our efforts.
If
so
you wish to stop
easily here at
this
Hogwarts.
ceremony, Timberly, you must present decisive evidence.
Lift your head. There is more work to be done.
If you're accusing Miss Fishlock of attempting to kill Kellyn Carrion and of casting an unforgivable curse, Timberly, then I must ask, what motive do you ascribe to her?
Look, Minerva, we are all very busy. Surely there are better uses of our time than indulging a child's delusional rambling.
It is my duty.
I
to
believe
see
in my
that
students. I have
are
done
not
so
made to
as their
suffer for
teacher
others' mistakes.
and as headmistress of Hogwarts. I have to make this clear. It's time to present what evidence I have.
Let's see here.
The contract, maybe?
Has Carrion uncovered the experiment you and Linus Dytrope were conducting in secret?
Ah,
What sort of experiment?
I don't know every detail, but it was something to do with transforming human beings into creatures. Whatever it was, it frightened Carrion enough to run for his life.
How theatrical. And yet, from what I see, most of that document is unreadable. Hardly the definitive evidence you claim it to be.
Most of the text is gone, but the contract names the poaching ring as the executing party.
Sounds like the sort of thing Helen Carrion would involve himself in.
I said it was initiated in the ring's name. I never said Carrion drafted it himself. And if anyone in the ring handled that deal start to finish, that would be you, Miss Fishlock.
Young people do have such vivid imaginations. As stories go, it is rather well constructed.
I expect a clear and truthful account of what has occurred.
These accusations are extremely serious to me. They cannot stand on conjecture alone. Even if all you say were true, I must still ask, where is the concrete proof?
Even so...
Take the bookmark and get into that cabinet. Don't come out until I open the door. And when you do, use the bookmark however you think best.
Professor, I have crucial evidence. Proof that Zara Fishlock has been involved in an unethical experiment.
Oh, I'm positively dying to see it.
Okay.
Really? Accusing me with a history textbook? Am I led to believe I'm guilty of boring people to death?
This bookmark, I can feel a complex transfiguration charm woven into it. One meant to disguise its true shape. And if Carrion went to such lengths to hide it from Miss Fishlock...
A keen observation, Tubula. There's a word bound to the charm. Without it, reversing the transfiguration would take quite some time.
Books will only take you so far, kid. Some creatures, dragons especially, are history in the flesh. No scribes twisting the truth, no gaps in the record. Doesn't mean you toss out the textbooks, though. You need both.
I think I know the word, Professor.
An exceptional transformation.
Impressively
50
done.
points to your house.
For such precise command of transfiguration, shall be awarding points to your
Aldrich
house.
Hilston, Theodore Wood, Peregrine Shadwell. These names, and others on the Ministry's missing persons list, all share one thing in common. The last person they were connected to may very well have been Zora Fishlock.
If your plan places students at risk, I will oppose it.
Miss Fishlock, I will not see a wand raised against one of my students on Hogwarts grounds.
I assure you, Headmistress, I was merely stretching my wrist.
Sure.
You do have a talent for assuming the worst.
The list you've presented still lacks the necessary corroboration. You must understand, the Ministry's standard for bringing charges is exceptionally high. A single set of allegations rarely suffices. What we would require is clearer, more substantive evidence.
Oh,
But
this is bonkers.
Carrie's in some mongoose barely hanging on. I'm the only one who heard what happened. One student against the Ministry, but if I stay quiet, nothing changes.
Decisions look very different from an office than they do in the middle of a crisis.
The task of gathering evidence is the Ministry's responsibility, Mr. Eagleton, and what Timberley has presented is more than enough to justify a full investigation.
You're wasting both your time and mine.
As for this ceremony, I see no reason for it to continue, and not while these cases remain uninvestigated. And given the circumstances, it would be prudent for the Ministry to place certain limits on Miss Fishlock until the truth is established.
Given how sure Miss Fishlock is of her innocence, I imagine she'll be eager to cooperate with the Ministry.
Very well, Minerva. Perhaps there is merit in speaking with Ms. Fishlock a little further. We can review the matter and see what comes of it.
You may write your report as you see fit. I will deal with matters here.
If you find yourself unable to do so, Mr. Eagleton, I'm perfectly willing to contact Minister Shacklebolt or raise the matter with the Wizengamot. I expect someone will be willing to take it seriously.
Minerva, I'll see that the Ministry reaches a result everyone can be satisfied with.
It makes no difference to me, Archibald. I will assist in whatever inquiry you see fit. I am quite confident the truth will vindicate me. Do not mistake this for a victory. You will pay for this.
Actions have prices, Miss Fishlock. Yours will find you. Professor, do you think they'll come back?
I rather suspect they will. Trouble seldom ends because we wish it to. But we will handle it when it arrives.
Your judgment spared all of us unnecessary trouble.
For now, what matters is that you did the right thing. You kept those creatures safe, Timberly. That is something to be proud
Carrion
of.
said what matters is choosing which side of ourselves we leave to history. I just hope I chose the right one today. And I think I finally know how to finish my History of Magic essay.
My History of Magic essay is finally done. I swear I can still hear Kevin nagging me about it in my sleep. If you finish it earlier, I wouldn't have to remind you every 5 minutes. Are you feeling better, Timberly? I wasn't sure. It's not every day a friend of mine gets hit with an unforgivable curse. Robin's been really worried about you, Timberly. She's been to the library lots of time, trying to look up whether there are any after effects. I've almost never seen her go in there for anything that wasn't homework. Kev, don't say it like that. I was just curious, alright, that's all.
I feel wonderful today.
Thank you for worrying about me, Robin. I think I'm doing alright. At least for now. Yeah, just not scared like that again.
The Hebridean Black and the other creatures are heading back to their habitats today.
Yeah, lots of students went out to say goodbye.
Aww.
After spending so many days with them, I'm a little sad to see them go.
Huh?
Are you sad about the Hebridean Black or the heap of scales they left behind?
Oh.
Maybe a bit of both.
Didn't Professor McGonagall give you one of the scales?
She did. I heard you could use one to make a broom fly faster.
Whoa.
Highly unlikely, and please don't try anything dangerous, Robin.
Oh, come on!
If a broom isn't built for speed, what's the point of flying it?
I hope the creatures make it
That was
home
a cute
safely this
animation.
time.
Ah! Are you dropping the creatures on me? What the heck was that? The end. With sharp instinct, you pierced through the haze and prevented the visitors from their Hebrides from falling into the hands of poachers. Fishlock retreats, the magical creatures return home. Carrion survives, just as you wished. History records a flawless stroke. In a shadow corner? What does this mean? The season quest is not completely done yet.
Why is Fishlock summoned us here? Heard things between her and Carrion haven't exactly been cordial lately. Don't tell me.
Who does she think she is? This ring held together because of Carrion. Without him, why would anyone follow her?
Quiet. She's here.
Good. You're all here. I know some of you resent me. Others saw me challenge Carrion and decided to sit back, waiting to profit from the outcome. Whatever private ambitions you nurture, I called you here for one purpose. To make certain you understand what I do tonight.
You dragged us away from shipments and informants without so much as an explanation. We're here to do business, not listen to speeches.
You care about who safeguards your interests, do you not? Then let us begin with the matter of leadership.
No. That's impossible. How?
To Carrington? This can't be happening.
You are free to object, free to resist, but... Avada-kedavra. Let me make one thing clear. Those who oppose me will share his fate. Now, if anyone believes I am unfit to lead, speak now. Excellent. From this night onward, there is one voice in this organization. Your lives, your fortunes, your futures, all are mine to command. Remember this night. You've chosen your side.
We're with you, Zara.
A most impressive performance. I dare say it justified the trouble of retrieving Carrion from St. Mungo's for you.
Rest assured, your assistance has been duly noted. Every favor will be repaid, including the one from our mutual patron.
Our patron values perception, and you've shown a fair measure of it. Tonight's coup may have appeared more theatrical than strategic, but it served its purpose. Consider the promised terms confirmed as a gesture of confidence. There is no small interest in seeing how far your ambition carries you, Zara Fishlock.
Then I shall see that our patron's confidence was not misplaced.
Damn. This season quest really started off weak, but it finished rather good, I would say. Huh. I really like that. That was well done. And really like change of pace. Like, that's the first time we've seen anybody use the killing curse on anyone. Which is of course the worst spell you can use. But they are Death Eaters and poachers. Same crap. Jesus Christ. But he died either way. Come on now. But yeah, that was all. And the season is almost ending, so I'm just doing the final part of the season, like to get some achievements. This one would be really cool to get. So I only need to complete one season achievement to get it. So I think I'm gonna do this ones, maybe. Yeah, when does the season actually end? But that was a really nice quest. Thank you guys for joining me. Can we just see the date? Somehow. Oh, it was right there. I'm blind. 6 days. Okay. So I don't have to rush and do everything today. Now let's pre-download it. Is this for the next one? I think so. Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining me on today's season quest. Hope you really enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to see more content from me, I suggest to subscribe. And I hope we see each other for my next video. Bye guys.